All right, let's talk about something that you see every single day but probably never really see. It's the invisible art that makes or breaks a product photo, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. Let's dive in. Right? You're scrolling through your favorite online store, and every single product just pops. It's floating there on a perfectly clean, pure white background. So how do they all manage to get that same exact flawless look? Do they all use some kind of secret magic photo studio? Well, not exactly. I mean, just look at this. The before shot on the left, it's fine, I guess, but your eye's all over the place, right? The background is busy, it's distracting, but then you look at the after shot. Boom! All you see is the product. It's clean, it looks professional, and it's the absolute hero of the image. That's what gets you to click Add to Cart. So what's the secret? How do we get from that messy before to that perfect after? The answer is a technique called the clipping path, and honestly, it's the professional photo editor's secret weapon. Now here's the key thing to understand. This isn't some automatic one-click Instagram filter. Nope. A clipping path is a vector path, drawn by hand, point by point, inside photo editing software. It's basically like creating a super precise digital stencil around the object to tell the computer exactly what to cut out and what to leave behind. And get this, it's not just for deleting backgrounds. Oh no. This technique is like a Swiss Army knife for designers. You can use it to change the color of just one part of an object, you can subtly change its shape, or you can even zap an unwanted reflection right out of the picture. It's all about total control. But here's where it gets really interesting. A clipping path isn't a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. The amount of work, the skill involved, it all depends on how complex the object is. You're about to see that not all cutouts are created equal, not by a long shot. So, check out this table. Professionals actually break down the work into 6 different levels of complexity. It goes all the way from basic to super complex. And you can see how the price goes up as the item gets more intricate. You've got a simple book on one end and a whole bicycle on the other. Let's quickly run through what these levels actually mean. So, level 1, basic. This is your entry-level stuff. Think really simple shapes. A ball, a book, a phone, solid objects with smooth edges and 0 holes. These are the quickest and easiest to trace. But things get a little trickier pretty fast. At level 2, simple. We're looking at things with maybe some more curves, or maybe one hole in it. Think about the inside of a mug handle, or the space under the arm of a t-shirt. Then we jump up to level 3, medium. Now we're talking about items with a few different holes or gaps. A pair of shoes is a perfect example. You've got to trace around the shoe and cut out every single space between the laces. The time and skill needed start to climb. And then, whoa, we hit level 4, complex. Just try to imagine tracing every single link in a delicate chain necklace, or every single opening in a fishing net. The number of little anchor points an artist has to click is it's a lot. Okay, level 5 is where it gets really clever. It's called the multiple clipping path, and this is a game changer for e-commerce. This is when you create separate paths for different parts of the same object. So picture a model wearing an outfit. You could draw one path for the hat, another for the shirt, and another for the pants. Why? So a customer can change the color of just the shirt on the website. So cool. And that brings us to the final boss, level 6, super complex. This is for things with just an insane number of details. A bicycle with all its spokes, gears, and cables is the classic example. Or trying to perfectly cut out every single person in a large group photo. This is incredibly detailed, patient, and time-consuming work. So after seeing all those levels, it's pretty clear, right? This isn't just some technical process you run on a computer. This is a craft. It's a 100% hand-drawn skill that takes precision and an artistic eye. And the process itself is super methodical. First, the designer has to really analyze the image and figure out exactly what the client needs. Then comes the hard part. They grab the pen tool in Photoshop and, click by click, they manually draw the path. And finally, they zoom way in and do touch-ups to make sure every edge is perfect. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait a minute, can't AI just do this now? And the answer is, not really. Not if you want it done right. As the pros will tell you, automated tools often mess up the details, leaving you with choppy, unnatural edges. For a truly professional result, you need that human touch. Okay, so we've got the what and the how, but let's talk about the why. Why is this one seemingly small technical skill so incredibly important? Well, because this invisible art is basically the engine running under the hood of all of modern e-commerce. Yeah, this isn't some tiny niche thing. We're talking about e-commerce stores, professional photographers, huge advertising agencies, graphic designers. Entire industries rely on this process to make their products and images look amazing. And the payoff for getting this right? It's huge. You get a consistent, professional look across your whole brand. It lets you be creative with your marketing. You can take that same product and drop it onto a social media graphic, a billboard, a catalog, whatever. It's all about delivering that high-quality, polished final image. And I'm not just talking about small online shops. Think about the giants: Apple, Adidas, Samsung. Every single perfect product shot you see on their websites has been carefully and meticulously clipped just like this. The sheer scale of this is it's mind-blowing. Get this, a single large professional clipping path service might process up to 5,000 images in a single day. That's 5,000 products being made pixel perfect every 24 hours. The demand is absolutely massive. So I'm going to leave you with a little challenge. Now that you're in on the secret, now that you know about the invisible art of the clipping path, go back and look at the websites you browse. Try to count just how many perfectly clipped images you've already scrolled past today. I guarantee you'll never look at a product photo the same way again.